Okay, so I'm really getting into these reaction videos, and I am I want you to fat shame me, okay? So anyone who fat shames me, I'm really out of shape. So obviously you can see on the bottom screen, it doesn't look flattering. On the top screen, I don't think that looks flattering either. So that's why I'm gonna roll with these two. I just want to make sure I'm centered in there. Bam, there we go. Okay, so now I want to show you my kind of my ghetto setup I have going on right now. And that's the advantage of having both cameras filming. So this is, I don't know what this is down here, but what is it called? It's some like hub thing that you just have everything plugged into. I'm using my trusty dictionary to hold up my camera, or one of my cameras with the microphone and this little light I have. And then let me show you what I got going on here. So this isn't, I don't ever really, I use things for the purpose that they're designed for, but then I also find other purposes for stuff. So hold on, let me get these cords set. So this stand is just like a selfie stick stand that YouTubers use. And then this is actually, you would put your phone in this cradle, but I have it reversed so that way I could have my Logitech camera hooked into the selfie stick, and then I have a light on one side. Here you go. I'm going to blind you for a second here. If I need that for, videos, if I want to make them, I just need a little bit more light. And then the can't talk. The Sennheiser microphone right here on the other side. And it's nice. I like it. So I have the Sennheiser mic came with the selfie stick, which I like as well. But this selfie stick I like too because it swivels and then you can tilt this down. It just gives me, and then it actually extends. So it extends and tripods. So I kind of like it. It's not super nice. Oh, I was going to show you. So here's the other stuff. There's my pen. Actually, you know what? Let me test this light out. Here we go. Bam. No, so my wife bought me this here, which I actually really like. I'm testing that out. There you go. Like I'll put it in the I'll put it in the fridge in the excuse me in the ice box. That's what my dad used to say, ice box. So that's what I use. So this one bottom camera is gonna get swiveled around here so I can set it up. I don't want the cords to get caught. Bam. There you go. Oh, hold on. So I'm gonna get you squared away here. That is the hold on here. There. Did I get you up and running there? Let me correct this. Look, it's we're going through this together, really. That's why I'm glad not a lot of people are watching me at the moment. So, all right. Oh, and I don't know if you saw this magazine, but this gentleman right here is someone that I greatly appreciate a lot. I grew up watching Magnum PI, and so that's why when the other day, I'd say a couple days ago, I watched. I'm gonna just say Elsa because like that's how I remember her. Like even though she's an actress, I get it. And um, Kristen Bell. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. Dude, I'm the worst with names. Kristen Bell. Okay, I said it right. Okay, look, I shouldn't have doubted myself. Is what I'm saying. Um, but I was talking to my wife about how I don't think you can ever know what something like we all might watch something on a screen, but it's going to impact me in a very specific way that is independent of anyone else because my life experiences are unique to me. So, and the point of what I'm saying is Tom Selleck means something to me, not only because I watched a lot of his content when I was growing up, but also because um, I guess there was an inside joke with myself. I guess that's the best way to say it. So when my wife and we got married, I let my wife in on the joke, but when I feel like when I tell her stuff, sometimes she's just like just goes along with it, and she doesn't really understand because she's not me, obviously. But the point is, I had a picture of Tom Selleck because I told my wife and one of her coworkers that I respect a lot. Shout out to you, Randy. Um, but I told both of these individuals that um, I would get married when Tom Selleck officiates my wedding. My wife is very persuasive. So I said this. I said, you know what? If as long as I could just have a picture of him there, like as a symbol, then that would be good enough. So my wife was gracious enough to allow me to do that. But we all know that the same way Shakespeare says that the world is a stage, and I believe that. And so then I was watching Kristen Bell on the Hot Wings show, and this moment right here just and I know the sound's not going to be perfect because I'm not a tech person right now. This my setup is very probably ancient to what everyone says. So if you can't hear her really well, I apologize. But this let me play this, and then I haven't watched the video of her on Jimmy Kimmel. So I wanna watch that.
Jimmy Kimmel show when he was off, and it was Halloween, and I thought it would be a great costume to dress this time.
Okay, so this is my point. So when I got married to my wife, shout out to my wife, I love you. No, I'm serious. Like my wife is amazing. She goes along with all these crazy. See, like I like this. I'm like, there's a camera here, there's a camera there. Look, I'm gonna look at both cameras. Okay, you'll get both cuts. That's what's perfect about. I think really what I think should happen is like you should just be able to watch whichever camera angle you want to watch. I think, and if you want to look at me in the worst light and you want to be like that fat bastard, you have an angle right now because I'm overweight. You need to fat shame me. And if you don't want to and you want to look at me in the best light, then I don't know which camera angle is the best light. Sorry, there I'm sitting. So I am sitting next to the Christmas tree and the window. So when cars drive by, I'm like, I get distracted. So that's what I'm looking up for. I don't have a teleprompter. This is all coming from inside of my mind's eye. So this when I saw this for the first time, it it reminded me of when I got married. It really did because I had this photo, and I remember someone took a picture of me and my wife on our wedding day, and I had this picture of Tom Selleck. Sorry, it's just it when I watched you, Kristen Bell, excuse me, on First We Feast. It just was like it took me back. It just took me back. I'm sorry, and I couldn't help but feel like someone understood the joke that I was making because I feel like a lot of times I feel like I make jokes and people laugh, but I feel like they're just laughing if that makes any sense. They don't really understand. All right.
So I nailed it. And then on actual Halloween, my daughter requested that I go as Elsa with her, not that I come as Anna, the character that I played, but that I actually dress like Elsa with her. And you can't look at a 4-year-old and say, no, I'm not going to make your Halloween as fun as I could make it.
But deep down,
it's a little offensive just because it's like, does anybody care about Anna? I mean, she's heart and soul of that film.
So, and this is the one thing I have to say about that. Like, I will always, Frozen 2 will always be the probably the most memorable movie for me because it was the first time I'd been to Hong Kong. Riley, I'm gonna have to put you down because she doesn't want to just sit still. She just like wants to constantly be moving. I just need you to sit still, Riley. Riley, can you sit still, please? Do you want to sit on my lap? You have to sit still. Okay, what I was saying is that Frozen 2 will always be Riley. This is where you don't even let me just have a moment to record something that's meaningful. Okay, so there's the stock exchange in Hong Kong. We took Dominic to Hong Kong when he was 1. I hope he remembers this. Dom, if you ever watch this, if you ever care about me enough to watch my videos, please don't ever forget when you were 1 year old. When you were 1 year old, I don't know how you say it. We went to Hong Kong. We went. We saw, dude. It was the most amazing trip ever. It really was. I got to see the stock exchange. I got to see everything. I really did. I got to see everything. Well, not everything, but you get what I'm saying. Like we had like 2 weeks there. It was beautiful. We went to this amazing mall, like probably the most amazing mall I've ever seen. Actually, they had multiple amazing malls. They had like this mall where it just was like with artwork, and you could buy the artwork too, which was clothing and like stuff. And then um, this other mall that was next to the stock exchange, and that mall we went to the movie and went to see Frozen 2. And I remember Dom, he loved it. I loved it. Mommy, it was just this moment where we were in this foreign country that we'd never been in, and we came together to watch a movie that you were the lead actress, and it was so good. I don't know what else to say. It was just it was about the experiences. Really, it was about the experience. And I think if someone asked me, and I think the people who are really into numbers, like into like quantifying numbers and being like what's worth what and blah blah blah, they don't understand that. Like if I wouldn't have convinced my wife to allow her take allow her to take if she wouldn't have been down for me to be like, yo, we're going to Hong Kong, if she would have been like no and refused, at the end of the day, I probably would have just been there by myself, and it wouldn't have been as fun. It wouldn't have been as good, is what I'm saying. Like, I'm so glad that my wife agrees to all these crazy ideas that I have, because we got to experience so many things that now, looking back now, I'm like, who knows when the next time we'll be able to go to Hong Kong is. And it won't be the same. And that's the other thing people don't understand is like, so 5 or 10 years from now, when we do get to go to Hong Kong again, God willing, but it's not going to be the same. And maybe it'll be better. Maybe it will be, but I hope so. I hope it will be better. But I will always have those memories of him being one and us. And then I think he knocked it. We were in that mall, and I think he knocked over this huge thing. No. It was me. I knocked over this huge thing, and it was just like, I felt so embarrassed, like there were so many things that I just really did some crazy stuff, and it was like embarrassing, you know what I mean? But I'm glad they were there to see me embarrass myself. Okay, so now let's watch this. I haven't watched this, so we're gonna do it together. And I'm gonna tell myself right now, I'm not gonna post this, so that way I can just freely speak and act a fool. Okay, Riley, here we go. Riley finally calmed down. It was me. I think it was me that needed to calm down.
Thank you.
Oops, sorry.
Thomas Magnum PI, ladies and gentlemen. Amazing.
Good to be here.
What inspired this?
Well, actually, I realized a few years ago I really like facial hair,
Yeah.
but not on other people, on me.
Oh.
Because, thank you. I feel like I can really pull it off, because what happened was my friend had a Boogie Nights party, and I went as Burt Reynolds.
Right.
And I did something similar to this.
I feel like
where
we have a picture
there you
of
go.
this right here.
That's it.
There it is.
Nailed it.
I know.
Yes.
These are all pieces of my wardrobe that I wore separately, but together created Burt Reynolds, and I was very happy with it. And I stuck eyelash glue to my chest.
Oh, that's
and
good
sprinkled
feeling.
some wig hair on there, and then.
I mean, the facial hair is one thing. This is commitment. That's dedication.
Thank
I'm
you.
into it.
Yeah, I feel it's gonna. I mean, yeah. It's probably gonna hurt coming off.
Next year, Freddie Mercury. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. You could go there. That's all right.
What do you guys do with this when you sit down? It's so uncomfortable.
Well, not all of us stuff our pants the way you have. I think it's part of the deal.
I beg to differ.
Look, sometimes when you're hard,
Are you trick or treating in this tonight?
that's how it is. I'm serious.
Not. No,
Like,
I'm gonna right when this is done. I'm gonna
some
shave.
people, I don't
and then
control
I'm gonna
where
get
the
right
blood
up this
goes.
bus.
I don't.
Right, exactly. Looking forward to it.
Right.
Good news and bad news. Last time I was here, my daughters did not like Frozen. They didn't know about Frozen. I mean, they knew about it, but they were like, "We don't care." Now they know about it,
I know.
but they're super into the other princess.
Right.
So my daughter wants to be Elsa, and she likes to match me. We often have matching outfits. She begged me to also be Elsa, and I can't say no to her. So we've gone to one Halloween party dressed as matching Elsas, and now I'm gonna.
Okay, look, I'm gonna tell Dom. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest right now. If Dom wants me to be good guy one time for Dominic, I will pretend to be a good guy. Okay, that's all I'll say. That's
Be
it.
Elsa again tonight.
Does she not know that Anna is the?
Of course she knows.
I mean, can't you tell
Of
her?
course she knows.
She
I
has
did.
to.
And I was like, what about? Here's an idea. What about Anna? And she was like, Mom, no way. I get it. I mean, she's like every other kid. You know, if people aren't into Anna, I'm used to it. Look, I'm used to it. You can cross your legs with this, huh?
Let's see. Oh, this is what we got right here.
Yeah, that was it. That was on Saturday.
Sorry.
Which I did happen to have this costume because my friend Ryan Hansen, I just guest starred on his television show, Ryan Hansen Solves Crimes on Television, which is called RedTube. It's great if you haven't seen it. And they made me like an epic Elsa costume. So I kind of had it, and then she begged me. I couldn't say no.
That's pretty. It looks like you just went and knocked on someone's door for like toothpaste or something.
I'm disgruntled, to say the least. I'm disgruntled.
Where do you trick or treat? Where does it happen that the person from Frozen goes trick or treating as the person from Frozen?
Anywhere she wants.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
baby.
like it.
The good thing is there's everyone's in costume. No one cares.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go as the drummer of Nirvana all the time. It's really cool.
But even don't you feel like there's too much stimulus for anyone to recognize you? So people be like, "Oh my God, that's an amazing day!" Like that's what you can get away with on Halloween.
Now you've hosted this show before.
I have.
How's
Yes, it was. I loved it.
Do you like doing it?
I highly recommend going through Jimmy's desk. There is some really fun stuff back there. I will say, tell me if this stressed you out.
Yeah.
So the show is divided up in all these little segments, and everybody has a different segment, and they have to meet a certain time. It has to fit into an hour and a half, however long the show is. Right. And you have the job of basically like shutting me up, or like trying to figure out how to tell me to wrap it up or draw it out. And I feel like maybe let's do this. Draw it out would be really obvious, right? How do you say that? Get comfortable, like you're really into someone's story. So this could be draw it out.
Oh, okay.
Right?
That's cool.
You guys wouldn't notice these signals, would you?
Let me try that right now.
Right? And then I'd be like, I loved hosting here.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, exactly. And then we just
all right, well, we'll be back with Kristen Bell right after this.
No, so no, that just reminds me of. I was talking to my wife. That's so weird. About
Sandy, tell me about your relationship with.
About working, and it's like, or about work. Sorry, I don't like to bring up work because it's in the past. But there's some techniques. I'm like, there are safe words, but then there's like unsafe words. Like I can just agree with you before we walk into a situation that if you hear a word that you would use a level of force that I tell you to use. If that makes any sense to anyone. If it doesn't, then don't even worry about it. But I can't help but feel like there is always these designators that we can decide to be clues for each other to cue into things, and we can just decide before the moment occurs, and then we're on the same page and we're on the same team. It's as simple as that.
Oh my gosh, that's my favorite topic. Well, I had Kiki when I was 18 years old. And when the nurse placed her on my breast, I looked down at her and I said, "You were going to be my best friend forever."
Is that normal, the best friend forever thing?
Well, we don't like to use the word normal around here.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Jimmy Kimmel Live. I'm your guest host, Dave Grohl, here with Kristen Bell. And you're getting the band back together, huh?
Yeah. It feels like we never left each other. We shot the first one so fast, Bad Moms 1, and then it came out 3 months after we shot it. We promoted it, and then Mila had a baby, and we did it all again. But I love those girls so much, and we added our moms. It's just a really fun experience.
That's awesome.
I love them so much.
Should my daughter see this?
No.
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 Is that a bad idea?
No. It's a very It's an adult film.
Oh.
It's not an adult film.
I didn't realize that.
It's not an adult film.
Okay.
But
Maybe.
it's close. It's as
Maybe I'll
close
check.
as you can get to an adult film without being an adult film, I guess.
Wow.
You know?
So they're not going to see that movie.
No. They should not see
Okay,
it.
but
No.
they're huge fans. You know that.
Thank you.
Like me being here with you.
Brownie points.
It's kind of the biggest deal to my kids. If
Really?
if I were to like jam a song with you, I would become the coolest dad.
I would jam with you. I would, yes. Yes. I would love to.
Me?
Yes.
Come on, let's go.
What do you want to do? Should we do snowman?
That's like that. Snowman
That's
is like
the-
my highway to hell. Just so you know.
Let's do snowman.
Let's do snowman.
Let's do snowman.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
And what are your daughters' names?
Violet, Harper, and Fifi.
Violet, Harper, and Fifi. This is for you. Do you want to build a snowman? Come on, let's go and play. I never see you anymore. Come out the door. It's like you've gone away. We used to be best buddies, and now we're not. I wish you would tell me why. Do you want to build a snowman? It doesn't have to be a snowman. Okay, bye. Do you want to build a snowman? I'll ride a bike around the halls. I need some company in the room. I saw you talking to the pictures on the wall. Hanging your job, it gets a little lonely. All these empty rooms, just watching out to cry. Do you want to build a snowman?
Yes. Yeah. Damn, that was really good. That was really good. Damn. Shout out to you. Shout out to
I am
you.
Jimmy Kimmel. If you like that, click the subscribe button below.
Dude.
And good things will happen forever.
No, that was really awesome. All right, Riley. Riley's not letting me work the computer. You know, what can I say? I mean, wow. I mean, wow. Really, wow. I just, maybe I'm just making things up in my head, but, you know, because obviously no one's watching my videos, but maybe one day, you know, someone that I care about watches the videos. And, oh, I take it back. My wife is watching my videos. So someone that I care about is already watching my videos. And, but, I mean, it's rare that I can see something and it's like, it really just impacts me to the point where I'm like this person obviously has experienced something similar to what I've experienced, and to a certain extent, maybe we connect on that level, I guess. But thank you. And if I'm wrong, thank you anyways, like, because I correlated something that was within me, I guess. And I appreciate that. All right, that's it. You know what? My videos, they're just weird videos. Like that's all you just gotta accept the fact that I'm experimenting with making videos, and they're not gonna be what you normally watch. So I'm gonna watch it. If it's horrible, I'm gonna post it. I love you. Have a blessed day.